The live coverage of the NRL 2024 season was proudly brought to you by Coca-Cola, Scale Rice, Milo, Ella Motors, Lay Biscuit Company, ExxonMobil PNG, and SP Breweries.
The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello, this is TVWAN News. Thanks for joining us. In this edition, Haiveta joins opposition. Basil calls on authorities to address landowners, and coaching empowers PNG coaches. Provincial member for Gulf, Sir Chris Haiveta, has announced his movement to the opposition side this afternoon. Haiveta, in a press conference today, clarified that his move was not politically motivated, but according to his principles of transparency and honesty.
Provincial member for Gulf, Sir Chris Haiveta, has formally announced his movement to the opposition side today. He said how the government is conducting its business is not in line with the Constitution, hence he moved to the other side. However, he explained that he remains a Pangu Party member but will be taking his seat in the opposition come September session.
I'm joining the opposition officially today. You might think that corporate conglomerates are behind this, foreign governments are behind this, and accusations of any businesses, and even the opposition, because there might be a pending vote of no confidence. My decision is not based on that. My decision is based on my principles to do the right thing by the law.
He said the Prime Minister and leader of Pangu Party, James Marape, has failed to uphold the values upon which Pangu Party was founded. Sir Chris claimed that the Prime Minister has steered the party away from its core principles, engaging in power politics and weaponizing public funds in ways that undermine the vision and integrity of the party.
I want to be in the opposition until 2027. So, let it be very clear that I am not coming here for political opportunism. I'm here to work with Sepuka, with Honorable Kua, with the opposition leader and the deputy opposition leader and all the seniors, former Prime Minister O'Neill and Sir Julius. I will work with them to present what we think is wrong with the government.
Abo MP Sepukatemu welcomed the move by Haiveta and urged the other MPs to allow their conscience to decide and join the opposition.
But for him to make this decision today, I'm calling upon the Prime Minister, all the ministers of state, to sit down and listen to what Sir Chris Haiveta is saying.
Meantime, member for Sinayongomul Karangakua welcomed Sir Chris to the opposition and urged the other MPs to do so.
So what their leader has done is the right thing to do. We will get aligned opposition, we play support him, we play support him.
Haiveta's move now brings the total number of opposition members to 34. Freddie Moe, TV1 News.
Bulolo MP Sam Basil Jr. has called on Prime Minister James Marape and Morobe Provincial Administration to critically address landowner issues of the Wafi-Golpu people. While making his stand in a media conference recently in support of the landowners from Tawongola who staged a peaceful protest last week, Basil said the national government and Morobe Provincial Administration should address the people on the ground rather than going out on the media and misleading everyone.
Member for Bulolo Sam Basil Jr. has called for an audit into the 100 million Kina Infrastructure Development Grant, or IDG, earmarked for the people of Wafi-Golpu that was paid to the Morobe provincial government in 2023. Basil made this call after the landowners from Tawongola staged a protest last week demanding the government and the Morobe provincial government to pay them their IDGs. He said such protests by landowners will not eventuate if relevant authorities fulfill their commitments and pay the landowners what is rightfully theirs. He is also calling on the authorities to address the landowners on the ground in Mumeng LLG, Bulolo, and not in Port Moresby or Lae. Meanwhile, Basil also called on Prime Minister James Marape to justify 3 separate payments made to 3 different entities from IDG monies earmarked for Wafi-Golpu. Freddie Moe, TV1 News.
The Mineral Resources Authority has appealed to alluvial miners, leaseholders and agreement partners in Wawarre District to respect each other, observe the law and resolve issues amicably. Managing Director Jerry Gary appealed during a recent meeting at MRA's WOW Small Scale Mining Training Center in the district. The meeting was held in light of the recent killing of a Chinese employed by Mido Mining Company Limited. MRA urged stakeholders to resolve their issues peacefully and not to take the law into their own hands, adding that any issue relating to mining should be brought to the attention of the SSMTC officers. Gary said mining is an international business and that companies from around the world could come and do business in the country, provided they meet all requirements and follow processes under the Mining Act 1992. Part of MRA's mandate was to promote and market PNG's mining sector at international conferences overseas to attract investors into PNG. The country's economic outlook is showing significant improvement, driven by stronger growth, low and stable inflation, and a substantial easing of foreign exchange or FX shortages. Prime Minister James Marape made this announcement recently.
Prime Minister James Marape, in a statement recently, says the PNG economy is on a positive trajectory, with inflation persistently remaining below the historical average of 5.5% and even lower than global averages, demonstrating the government's strong commitment to price stability. He highlighted the International Monetary Fund's GDP growth projection of 4.6% for 2024, which places PNG among the fastest growing economies in the region. Marape explained that the FX backlog for essential imports has improved drastically, with waiting times for essential orders dropping significantly, while BSP Financial Group has reduced wait times from a peak of 6 to 8 weeks to just 2 to 4 weeks, with other banks reporting similar improvements. Furthermore, the Prime Minister said the Bank of PNG is also injecting more FX into the market than ever before, which will help promote investment, jobs and growth. He said these positive outcomes are the result of taking tough policy decisions, proving that doing the right thing is paying off. Overall, the Prime Minister said the outlook is bright, with stronger growth, stable inflation, and easing foreign exchange shortages, leading the way forward. Freddie Moe, TV1 News.
This is TV1 News. Stay tuned for more stories after these short messages.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSP Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy paid units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Prime PNG made.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Lager, Bunyamyumi.
A quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier but you like it more.
When you're spending time with family, when you've got a big day ahead, when you have given it all you've got, when you're putting on a feast, that's when you want the best. That's when you want flame rice. New flame rice. Win him, Olgeta.
Thanks for staying with us. The US and Papua New Guinea celebrate the first anniversary of the Defense Cooperation Agreement, which has deepened military collaboration and strengthened regional security. Over the past year, the DCA facilitated joint military exercises, defense infrastructure development, and regular U.S. medical engagements with PNG forces and hospitals. U.S. Navy and Army personnel worked alongside PNG counterparts to exchange best practices, while American naval vessels and defense aircraft frequently visited PNG. The partnership also included patrolling operations under the bilateral shipwright agreement and efforts to locate missing World War II personnel. Both nations remain committed to advancing these initiatives for long-term stability in the Pacific. The IEA College of TAFE Plainfield was abuzz with excitement yesterday as the RSPCA PNG hosted its annual Dogs Day Out, a family-friendly event aimed at promoting responsible pet ownership and raising funds for animal welfare. The event offered a variety of activities for all ages, making it a hit with both dog lovers and families alike. One of the day's highlights was the Bomana Police Dog Unit's performance, where skilled dogs demonstrated their abilities in tracking, obedience and agility. The crowd also enjoyed a special demonstration by the New Guinea Kennel Club, showcasing the effectiveness of their training methods. For the kids, bouncy castles provided endless entertainment, while pet owners flocked to the dog fashion show, where dogs competed in various categories. Stalls around the field offered a variety of goods, from dog attire and accessories to jewelry and arts and crafts. Informational booths set up by organizations like St. John Ambulance, ITI and RSPCA provided valuable resources and tips for pet owners. The event was made possible by the generous support of sponsors including RPNGC, Legend FM, flamingo inflatables and pedigree, with all proceeds going towards the care and protection of animals at the RSPCA facility. As the event came to a close, attendees left with smiles on their faces, knowing they had contributed to a worthy cause while enjoying a fun day out with their furry friends. In news overseas, as China's economy struggles, young people are increasingly turning to social media to vent their frustration over having to work long hours for less pay amid a struggling economy. Some millennials and Gen Z are posting about their plans to quit the corporate culture and travel.
Chen Zijun is learning how to put up a fight. But not that long ago, she had no fight left.
I felt drained. I kept on delivering. I didn't have time to rest or learn something new. This type of work and life is not what I want, so I chose to quit.
Zijun is part of a group of young people choosing to opt out of China's relentless work culture. She decided to naked quit, meaning she left her job without a backup plan in place, and she's been documenting that journey online.
Still, there are lots of people who choose naked quitting. If the situation is not improved, naked quitting will only become more popular.
Of course, the young people would feel burnout. Most of their awake hours are just work with limited material return.
On the back of the pandemic, China's economic growth has slowed amid an ongoing real estate crisis and high youth unemployment. At the same time, a record number of young people are graduating from university into a competitive market.
There's this new phenomenon that they call work-life integration. And just in a way, forget about your personal life. Every aspect is permeated by workplace culture.
It's hard to know exactly how many young people are opting out of the rat race, but a survey by a Chinese social media app found that around 70% of young respondents weren't afraid of quitting without another job lined up.
However, this path is only really available to those who can afford it.
If one is from a not well-off family, then it's simply not possible to disengage. You have to take the best job. It might be below the job you want, but you take what job you can get.
For now, Zijun is trying to figure out what matters to her most.
Through Muay Thai, I'm exercising every day to keep myself in a good headspace, so I can make a better decision for my next step.
A personal battle anyone can relate to.
Schools across New South Wales are preparing to welcome a new subject into the classroom, sign language. Auslan will be part of the state's curriculum from 2026, with Indigenous sign language making up part of the syllabus. It's a move that's already seen some success on the state's mid-north coast.
Well, I'm still learning sign language, but I guess my favourite one is probably will be Deadly or something. Yeah,
Makisha is one of the 43% of Indigenous people nationwide that have some form of hearing loss.
It's hard to hear the teachers or my friends or something, so it's hard to learn in school. I just had to deal with it and maybe lip read.
Now a program at Kempsey High School is giving her another option.
Learning the Auslan, it makes me think there's a possible way for me to communicate with other people now.
Rodney Adams is working with New South Wales authorities on including Indigenous sign languages in the new syllabus.
It's actually incredibly important because we can focus solely on Auslan, but I know that there are many other sign languages in Australia that we have actually forgotten about.
Aboriginal sign for grandmother.
He points to the revitalisation already seen in spoken languages, with studies showing improved social and emotional well-being.
Indigenous spoken languages, when they're taught in schools or in the community, there's a level of racism that just drops down. So it's the same with teaching Auslan, Indigenous sign languages. There's the hope that the levels of autism are reduced.
There has already been a big push on the Mid-North Coast to incorporate Auslan and Indigenous sign languages into the classroom.
Most kids really love that experience of learning sign language. You know, they really focus really well, so I think it's because it's a different way of teaching, so using visual, way of teaching is really important for all kids.
The Education Department says this is an important step in fostering awareness of and reflection on deaf culture and identity for all students. Tapping into the past to create a more inclusive future.
You're watching TV1 News. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSP Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaro, get up and big smile on face. Time for kimchi and a great fumutu. Sip, sip, the mumu, yes, magic on you.
Magic, the taste PNG loves.
The Toyota JD Hiace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters JD engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency and quietness, designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hiace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort and safety. Experience the ride on the Hiace bus and experience the Hiace pride, the bus that exceeds all expectations.
Scale Rise brings to you some Scale Indie vibes this independence. Cashing out a total of 300,000 Kina in prize money around PNG this independence. 4 fortnightly draws, 75 fortnightly winners, 300 total Scale Rise winners, and 1,000 Kina Scale Indie prize for every Scale winner. Here's how to enter the promotion. Buy any Scale or Ori Rice product, write your full name and contact details on the back of the store receipt, drop your entry into the entry box in store. For more information, either check in store or follow us on our Scale Rise PNG page. Terms and conditions apply. Scale Rise, and buy you like it.
Beauty is my business, but beauty sure is a tough game. Filters are great, but great skin, better. And that's why my skin deserves the best. So I choose self-care, soaps that gently nourish my skin, resulting in a radiant look, made with tropical ingredients. I trust self-care from City Pharmacy, so bring it on! My skin is ready and so am I.
Welcome back. The International Cricket Council Level 1 coaching event took place at the Amini Park in Port Moresby yesterday, organized by Cricket PNG as part of the ICC's Global Education and Training Program. Led by Programs Manager Henao Samuel, PNG Barramundi's coach John Ovia and Senior Development Officers Lucy Ovia and Helai Willie, the event trained 12 participants, 9 males and 3 females, focusing on youth involvement and promoting women's participation in cricket. A highlight was 20-year-old Nao Tao from Pari Village, who gained confidence through the training and is now eager to apply his skills as a coach for the Pari women's cricket team. The event highlights Cricket PNG's dedication to nurturing local talent and fostering inclusivity in the sport. The SP-PNG Hunters have kept the winning spirit alive and well, thrashing the Brisbane Tigers 46 points to 24 at the National Football Stadium in Port Moresby today in front of a capacity crowd. Much to the delight of rugby lovers and fans, the Hunters made the most of every opportunity in hand to run rings around the Tigers' defence, running 6 tries to take a commanding lead at halftime 28-0. The Tigers, with few chances in play, managed to cross over for their first try in the 48th minute of the second half, gaining confidence for a few more points. But Hunters' winning spirit was truly in the air as they crossed over for another 2 tries. Mavoko was superb under the goal with a 7 out of 8 conversion. Here are the highlights.
Inspirational. He's been charging hard all game.
Seve links up now with Thompson. Oh, great intercept. And Brandon Nima again racing away, untouched to score a great try. All eyes on the Hunters have gone. The PNG boys, if they can lock in a top 8 finish here. Here's another break. Sonny Wabo, this time he sets up. Rimu cruises over. Turning it back on inside for Big Jordan Pat, still able to offload. Great ball movements here by the PNG boys. And they're just keeping the Tigers guessing. This time it's Glare. Drives over.
There it is, that's the last play. Ball being kicked in. Backwards. Eventually passed.
A bit of willy-nilly play here by both sides here. After the full-time order has gone, the Tigers.
Well,
Still very much.
Tigers refuse to go down.
A second-half blitz from the visiting Springboks helped them prevail over a struggling Australian Wallabies in Perth last night in the Rugby Championship 2024. The 30-12 victory added salt to the wound for the Wallabies, who have been struggling recently against top sides.
South Africa Springboks showcased a strong second-half performance in front of over 50,000 rugby faithfuls, scoring 4 tries to nil against Australia Wallabies to claim a 30-12 win. They led 11-9 in the close first-half contest, but the second half saw a big improvement from the Springboks. The Springboks piled on 3 unanswered tries in the second half to secure themselves a bonus point victory in rainy conditions.
Can Blythe hang in there? Tizano. They cross. And they score.
Heavy rain in Perth throughout Saturday meant smart rugby was needed on the slippery surface, and the Wallabies largely failed the test during the opening 20 minutes. Noah Lolesio's third-minute penalty got the Wallabies on the scoreboard early, but they gave up a field position a minute later when Andrew Kellaway tried to catch a bullet kick only for it to slip through his fingers and go into touch. Things went downhill for the Wallabies from there. The last time they met, South Africa beat Australia 33-7. Despite making 10 changes to the side that last beat Wallabies, the Springboks still proved the class above, beating Australia on home soil in front of the rugby faithful fans. In the earlier match, New Zealand demolished Argentina 40-10. Week 3 matches will see South Africa play New Zealand and Australia meet Argentina. Rex Litter, TV1 Sports.
That's all for sports. Now the weather forecast. Southern region, Port Moresby, mostly fine, partly cloudy with possible few showers and drizzles. And Alotau, partly cloudy with chances of some showers. Momase, Lae, partly cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands, Lorengau, some rain showers. Kokopo and Rabaul, few showers and possible thunderstorms. Highlands region, Mount Hagen, mostly cloudy with some possible rain showers. And that ends the news tonight. Have a top week ahead. Good night.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.